Hi there, this is Isaac Smith, and this video will be on the regular cleaning of a 9mm Smith Wesson M&P 9C. First, let's make sure that the weapon is clear. There's nothing in the chamber, which is the case. On the Smith Wesson M&P 9C, there's a little lever or a little tool down here that we can remove, which assists us in taking this apart. Also allows us to change the grip. But there's a little bracket right down here, which we need to pull forward. That's this little, there's a little lever right down there, and then it'll go forward. A little hard to see with the light, but it's basically going at this point. Then there's going to be a little lever right here, which we want to turn forward. And then we're going to go ahead and carefully let it go forward here, which allows the upper slide to remove it from the grip. We can now take the spring apart and remove the barrel, which is basically all the main parts that's assembled. At this point, we're going to go ahead and use a clean Q-tip to apply a decent amount of Hoppe's number 9 cleaning oil in solution here. What I'm doing is just coating a nice liberal amount of oil all over all the main moving parts and all the areas of the gun. I'm going to go ahead and flip the Q-tip over and reapply a little extra so it just soaks here for a while. And we'll move that off to the side. Actually, make sure we get a little bit here on top there on the firing pin. And then I'll set that over to the side here. The spring, you can kind of just apply just a little bit on everything. And then I'll set that to the side, get a fresh Q-tip. We can get a little extra. And I'm going to, again, apply a lot of that all over the outside of the barrel. Pretty much everywhere you've got anything on the barrel, you want to get a good amount of this on top of it. On the inside. Go ahead and get a little extra and put some on the inside of the barrel as well. At that point, we've basically taken care of the upper parts. We're now going to just kind of wipe down the grip, lower receiver. I'm just kind of taking off some any of the dust, gunpowder residue off of the grip. And then I will take that Q-tip because we got pretty clean still. I'm at this point now just wiping down anything that's actually metal. Got a little bit here in the front. Cleared that out. Hit all your different connector parts that are metal. Getting a little coating on everything so it kind of sits there. Alright, I'm going to wipe that all off. Just give it a good quick little wipe down. I usually use a microfiber cloth. Just leaves a little less. If you're using cotton, it'll leave little snags, and microfiber has a tendency not to leave any debris behind. Wipe out the inside of the magazine receiver. Channel right there. Alright, at that point I'm going to go ahead and get a fresh last Q-tip here. Since we're clean enough in this routine regular cleaning maintenance procedure, I'm going to add a little bit of this gun oil. This is some Lucas gun oil, making sure to mostly coat most where you see like the regular wear locations. They'll be shiny and just put a little bit extra on those spots. Then I'm going to take that Q-tip and just spread it evenly so it doesn't leave any heavy extra oil. Just leaves a nice even coat on everything that we're going to have some sliding or some friction to help reduce that. Nice and easy to tell where those shiny spots are at after you've used the gun for a while. And just wipe off any extra with the clean. Again, with the Q-tip, make sure you don't leave any little extra leftover cotton behind. So all set there. At that point, I'm going to go ahead and take that barrel and give it a wipe down. The spring's pretty much all set. I'm just going to give it also a real quick wipe down. Our upper slide's been sitting for a while. I'm going to go ahead and use this to give it a little bit of a kind of a clean out with a dry Q-tip. Get some of that extra debris out of it. Use the other side. Alright, grab a fresh Q-tip. One last pass with some clean cleaner. Until you do a deep cleaning, it's pretty hard to get all the residue out. Every time you go back to it, you're going to find a little bit more. Something you can get off for sure. There's always more dirt in your gun. But this will get the majority of it just in between cleans. So if you've been practicing or you've been out training, it's always a good idea to get your gun cleaned up again. Check for any unusual wear signs. Look for anything that's kind of out of the normal, cracking or something showing signs of just weird. The more you look at it, the more you're going to see any weird changes, and you want to catch it early so you can catch it in advance and stop an issue that could be dangerous or hazardous. So, always good to keep your gun clean and smooth operation. Alright, so at that point we're pretty much ready to do a final wipe down. And again, I'm going to go back to some of that Lucas Extreme Duty gun oil, and I'm actually just going to add some of that to all the locations where we have friction or movement. On most semi-automatic pistols, it's the same. You're going to hit your two slide locations, right and left. A little bit extra anywhere you see where the feeder ramp is there. And same thing, I'm going to go back and grab that clean Q-tip again to kind of just evenly disperse that Lucas oil. Again, making sure to get it anywhere you see any of those shiny spots, because that means that's where the barrel or the slide or something's touching whenever it's going back and forth, and that's where all of the slide's happening. So make sure those are coated evenly. That looks good to me. Alright, so our final spot here, I'm going to actually use some Lucas oil. Again, makes this contact cleaner, which I use frequently just for actually cleaning out the barrel. I'm going to use a little bit here, and then I'm going to rotate that around, spraying it back inside. What this does is it chemically removes the gunpowder residue. It'll take out little bits of debris of copper or lead from the bullet traveling down the rifle and your barrel. And you can almost see it take out like any bits of oil. It almost dries, takes off everything. So definitely gets it clean. But now we're going to look at one final. They say it's enough to do that way. I always do a couple passes with the bore snake just to make sure we're nice and cleaned out. The bore snake, you always want to make sure you're going in through the chamber side first so that no damage happens up here at the muzzle. We'll pull that through. I usually get one like a pre-clean pass, and that's got some copper wire in it. It actually helps to clean that barrel and get all those rifling nice and clear and clean. At that point, I'm going to go ahead and dip this tip just to give a little bit of extra oil. Again, going through the chamber side where the bullet goes in, out the outside. this. So now we can kind of see that we've got a nice, it's like there, maybe not. Nice. You can always just make sure, I always hold up against the light bulb is a better idea, but you can get a nice clear view and make sure you can see all your rifling nice and clear, nothing on the inside. So with that, I'm going to give it one last wipe down first with the Hoppe number 9, just making sure we got all those spots that were here. Give it a final wipe out. And I'm going to go back to that gun oil again and just run kind of a nice little bead along the top. Grab a fresh Q-tip and again just kind of spread it evenly all over the barrel. Gotta make sure you get up inside of that little groove, and then right there where the spring goes as well. Alright, at that point we're ready to reinsert the barrel into the upper slide. We'll take that spring forward on the Smith & Wesson. Has got a little, like a, I guess a 6 hexagon on the front, and then the back's just a flat little platform. That'll clip in place, and then we just want to make sure that we have the alignment nice and parallel. So again, you want to make sure that those things all kind of line up. And we're going to work it, just kind of put that channel there. You kind of hear a little click. Want to make sure that that is all the way back. We're going to lock it into the open position. So with the barrel forward, we're going to go ahead and then take that same little locking lever there, put it back forward carefully. Again, up here there's that little mechanism that we got to push back up. That's easy with your finger at this point. We can then attach forward. We'll go ahead and reinsert the tube there. Back it 3 times, then we'll do a test dry fire. Do it about 3 times, and you can see we're operating fine normally. And then we're going to give it one final wipe down just to make sure we get all the excess grease off of the exterior of the gun. Alright, and that pretty much concludes the regular cleaning of the Smith & Wesson M&P 9C. Thanks for watching.